Calls are growing tonight for the president to be removed from office prior to the end of his term, January 20th at noon. Our Brianna Connor joins us live now with details on that effort. Brianna.
Invoking the 25th Amendment would require Vice President Mike Pence and a majority of the cabinet to vote to remove Donald Trump from office. The Constitution says it has to be due to his inability to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer put out a statement earlier denouncing what he called the insurrection at the Capitol incited by the president, saying this president should not hold office one day longer. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi joined that call today and took it one step further.
If the Vice President and the Cabinet do not act, the Congress may be prepared to move forward with impeachment.
Well, so far, Pence nor anyone in Trump's cabinet has suggested they would remove him from office. But Governor Roy Cooper is taking a stand, making it clear. He tweeted about an hour ago saying, "This president betrayed our country and is therefore unfit to lead. He should resign or be removed from office." That is a quote. Kenny?
Brianna, thank you. Many political leaders remain divided over exactly who's responsible for what happened at the U.S. Capitol yesterday. We spoke with two local members of Congress, a Democrat and a Republican, for their take. Bill O'Neill shares their thoughts on the chaos and the criminal activity that we saw unfold yesterday.
Democrats are very clear about who they think is responsible. Republicans are less certain. Today we spoke with Democrat Kathy Manning and Republican Ted Budd. Do you think the president is responsible for urging those protesters to take the action that they did?
You know, I didn't hear much of the speech, and it was a very busy day, but I wish there had been a turning down of the temperature.
Do you think that the president could have been or should have been the one to turn down that heat?
I think if he knew what was going on and what had happened, I think he may have dialed it back a bit. I can't read into his mind.
Do you believe that the president is responsible directly for what happened at the Capitol?
I do. I think the president has been inciting his supporters with lies and allegations of election fraud that have not been proven. He's been doing it for weeks. He whipped up the mob yesterday morning and instructed them to go to the Capitol. I think the responsibility lays squarely at his feet.
Congressman, as someone who supported the president's claims of a stolen election, do you feel that you're responsible in any way for what happened yesterday?
You know, this was not about overturning an election. This was a right that we had to express millions of Americans who were concerned about particularly 6 particular states that had very questionable results. And we wanted to air those grievances. We wanted to debate them.
Do you believe any of the members who have supported those claims share any of that responsibility?
I believe that it's the responsibility of leaders to pay attention to the facts and to refrain from putting their own political ambitions ahead of the good of the country.
Manning says she supports efforts to replace the president by invoking the 25th Amendment.
I don't think we can wait.
Budd says he opposes the idea.
If they want to score political points, then that's up to them. But the process that's worked for hundreds of years will work in 13 days.
Do you accept Joe Biden as the president-elect of the United States?
I do. He'll be the next president on January 20th.
And it's time for people to move on and decide that just because their candidate might not have won, we are going to have a peaceful transition of power, and we need to come together.
Congressman Ted Budd says that some of the protesters who stormed the Capitol may have been members of Antifa dressed up as Trump supporters. He says he spotted one protester with a hammer and sickle tattoo. In Greensboro, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.